All right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to session 4.
Or good afternoon on the East Coast.
Yeah, good
It's 10
afternoon
o'clock
on the
in
East
Phoenix,
Coast.
Arizona, 10 o'clock Pacific. Welcome to this. Let me just adjust a couple of things. So we have Instagram
Jack
going
is on
here.
there too,
so
on
I'm
Instagram.
on there.
Hi,
And
everyone. I see some of you already coming in. Welcome to session 4. Good morning. If you're in the West Coast, good afternoon. If you're in the East Coast, Jack is typing hi.
I feel like when I start typing something, then I see the responses popping up, and until I type something, I don't see it. Hey, Ralph is back. Hey, Ralph,
Hey, Joe. Hey, Noah.
Joe, Noah. We have here Kizar,
Hi.
Zemi.
We have some people on Instagram too. Hey,
too.
Agatha. Oh my gosh, you guys, I honor you for your commitment. You guys are like 8 or 9 hours ahead of us.
In
It's
Germany
incredible.
right now,
in
yeah, 9
Germany.
hours,
Justin, hello.
9. That's 9. There we go.
How are you guys doing? Good
And-
morning. Hey, Elliot. Hey.
Or good evening in Germany. That's right.
Good evening, yeah.
10 plus 9 is 19.
Hey,
That's 7
Timothy.
p.m. Yes. Hey, Timothy.
Hey,
Hey, Robert. Great.
Okay, so
Let's get going.
let's get going. So welcome to session 4, you guys. We made it. You know, if you are here, you definitely are serious about creating 6-figure breakthroughs in your life and in your family. Using the Land Profit Maximizer strategies that we've been sharing with you guys so that you can create a bigger future, a bigger future. Bigger futures equal bigger incomes for you and your family. And we're diving today into the Maximizer power levels, really. And I know that you guys have been taking a lot of action, have been posting on their homework threads. I was again in there yesterday, and I can see that you guys, are taking action. And today you're just gonna turn the corner, in terms of, of experiences that you've had so far with other methodologies, with other programs. And so we are very excited to walk you guys through today. We're putting together and reversing engineering some of the goals that we started, on day 1, day 2, and so on and so forth. And if you haven't connected with our team, please make sure that you reconnect with them. Also, if you're gonna notice, the banner up on top has changed. We are going all through the weekend and into next Tuesday, and that banner will continue to change. But right now, I think you have all the updated bonus sessions up until tomorrow, Friday, and then tomorrow we will update the banner again, taking you into the weekend. So make sure.
Are we doing a bonus session today?
Yes, there's a bonus
All
session
right.
today at 5 p.m. Today it is not at 3, it is at 5 p.m. our bonus session.
Pacific time. So sorry,
Pacific.
Germany, that's 2 in the morning for
Yeah,
you guys.
you guys
but,
are gonna have to watch the replay. The replays are in the unit section, remember? And the reason why we can't have it earlier is because Jack is also teaching.
I just jumped out of a
Just
class.
jumped
We're
out of a
teaching at
class.
right now.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
And I
So-
gotta be done by 4:30. So the 5 is the earliest we can do the bonus session.
Yeah. So you don't want to also miss tomorrow, because tomorrow we are talking about bringing the money home and actually selling your pieces of land. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we also wanted to announce today drum roll please.
Do we have a winner?
We do have a winner.
Oh my goodness.
We do have a winner. So the winner, guys, of
Do we tell it right now?
You want to wait?
Do they know what they're winning?
What are they winning? What incredible suspense.
Let's create a little more suspense. Now we
You can announce it whatever you want.
Okay, whichever way you want.
Yeah.
We can announce it now. Announce it now. Who is the winner?
So the winner of the scholarship is, and this person has been posting on homework threads. I mean, our entire team has deemed that he is really, taking massive action, that he's really fighting for his dreams. And I know you all are fighting for your dreams,
Right.
and you're looking forward to taking what we've done and continuing this, forward. And so Tyler is winning. What is he winning?
Tyler who?
Tyler Unlicker is winning.
Tyler Unlicker? Okay.
Congrats, Tyler.
Unlicker, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Tyler's winning the package with a value up to $10,000, which is one of our Land Profit Maximizer packages, which consists out of the education, the systems, and the implementation which consists of our land profit generator, a subscription to our investment dominator for 6 months, and a 2-day workshop where the Maximizer workshop, where we put everything together for you. It's the trifecta of land success. We'll tell you more about that later on. So, as a matter of fact, at this point, I want to congratulate new members, new family members here to us that already did the jump in a couple of in the first days by the name of like Mayosha, Mayosha Anderson, Sihora Prak.
Joaquin also, who's with Mayosha, they're working together.
Okay, well, right, Joaquin. We have congratulations, big round of congratulations to you guys.
And congratulations to Tyler Anakar as well.
And
Liquor. Oh, okay. We mispronounced it.
No problem. So yes, congratulations, you guys. So today we're going to drive into the business logistics of what you're doing, right? Where there's a lot of specifics, how this whole arc of the rainbow works, right? Mm-hmm. And we are putting the pieces together for you right now and giving you some more of these pieces, right? Including, so you want to grab your homework, but before, you have a couple more things you want to cover?
Well, I just know that a lot of you, like I said earlier, you guys have been taking action. You're starting to see the results. I know that I have been on those homework threads, asking a few questions to be clear, to be specific. I have answered many others, questions and so on. Thank you very much. We welcome all your questions. Also, because there's only 2 of us, and there's like 1,400 of you now inside of this group, make sure that you're connecting on direct message, with your concierge. They're here to help you. They're here to support you. I know one of the questions from somebody that was, that is a realtor was, how do we do that, when you have a license? And Jack actually has a license. I don't have a license. And how we do that is you disclose simply on your first initial, what we call our proven performance letter, in your initial neutral letter, you disclose it. And you fulfill the requirement, and that's pretty much it. And then Jack hangs his license actually with one of our master coaches, who happens to be a broker here in the state of Arizona.
And also, just quickly throw in, there's another way you can do that. And so if you're a real estate agent, a licensee, and you do this on your own, then what Michelle said is 100% right on target. That's exactly what you do. You just disclose it, period. That's it. All right? The other thing is that
we haven't seen any change or that doesn't affect your response rates at all.
No, it doesn't affect your response rates whatsoever. For years, we turned in our company even into a brokerage for a while, and we put that out there. We just put on the letter that our company is a brokerage in the state of Arizona, but we're doing business in our own account. That's it. Done. You disclosed it. The response rate's exactly the same.
Yeah, our docs do have that, Natasha.
Yeah, and then the next thing is that here's another little trick that you can do that. Now, if you're worried that if you do this deals on yourself, you have to present it to your broker, then anyway, you at some point of time, you want to probably set up an LLC. And in that case, when you set up an LLC, your LLC is making the offers. You're not making the offers. You just work for the LLCs. You still want to disclose it because you're actively participating in there, and therefore it needs to be disclosed. In that case, you say, my name is so-and-so. I'm the owner of the company. I'm licensed as a real estate agent. Done, right? The other way you can do that is how we do it, is that actually Michelle signs everything. We still disclose it, but then Michelle signs everything.
Yeah, and actually I'm the one soliciting in that initial letter.
Right, and I just happen to work for the company, and Michelle happens to work for the company. She signs the letters and so on. So technically we wouldn't even have to disclose, but we still disclose because it's the proper
Nobody
thing to
ever
do,
wants to list the property because our letter specifically says that we are buying and selling for our own account. We're principals in the transaction. And having said that,
you can use it.
And you don't but you don't need a license to do this.
Yeah, you don't need a license at all to do this. No, zero license necessary. You are buying and you're selling. It's no different than if you're buying your house, move in, and then you sell it again.
All for sale by owner.
All for sale by owner. It's the same thing. You buy by owner, you buy from the owner, and you sell as owner, or you assign a contract. No license required whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right, so these are some of the questions that we're going to answer in the Q&A.
The Buenos Q&A on Saturday, guys. So make sure that you tune in as we go, and as I see that, it applies to each of the sessions that we have, prepared between now and Tuesday, then we will intermingle it. If not, then we definitely are covering this on our bonus Q&As, and we're definitely having 2 because there's a ton of questions from you guys, and we'll be happy to, walk you through and dive deeper into that and give you guys a ton of more value and content. So like I said, I know you guys are already seeing the results. I know there's continued trickles of new people coming into this group. So if you don't know us, our names are Michelle and Jack Bosch. We're the premier leading experts in the land investing space. We have been doing over 4,000 flips since 2002. We have been doing this in any market cycle, you know, through a boom, boost, recovery, in any market cycle. And the best part, our business is virtual. It can be done remotely from anywhere in the US, actually from anywhere in the world. We have students right now working this system and this methodology all the way from Germany successfully, you know, getting deals under contract,
we have Christoph watching here, already sold several properties, and he just started like, 4 or 5 months ago. So he already bought properties, sold properties, has done the full cycle multiple times, and that from Germany. So we have people driving with their RVs through the country. We have people living in Peru doing this. We have people doing this from China. We have people doing this from all over the world. So because it's a virtual system, and the other best part is there are no houses. And the other best part is there is no competition. And the other best part is you don't need any financing, and you don't need any lenders, and you don't need any banks, and you don't need any of that stuff, right? So that is just, it's the simplification of real estate. Having said that, are there steps in the arc of the rainbow that need to be optimized for you to create real mastery and real scalability? Yes, 100%, right? So let's jump into some of those.
Yeah. You can go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, grab your homework, right? Grab your homework for day 4. Right? Your homework for day 4, and it starts like, and let's learn some of the strategies. So now that we know, this land profit strategy works, right? You have your why. Again, let's focus back on your why. What is your why, right? Figuring, look at your, sorry I'm late, there was a conference call for my 9 to 5. Great, well, wonderful, that's okay. Right?
Welcome back, Marlon.
Welcome back, Marlon. So you know your why. The why is the thing that's gonna get you through everything, right? In times of like turbulences, your why is your true north, and it's gonna make sure that you realize what are priorities and what are not priorities. Right?
It's the why is part of that bigger future that I was just talking, earlier. That it's that thing that you're looking forward that really pulls you, that makes you fight for what for your dreams.
Exactly right. So now, after your why, we showed you how to select the counties, right? We showed you how to get lists, and potentially some of you already have gotten lists. I saw in the comments that you guys already downloaded the list. You're ready. You're locked and loaded here. So you're ready to get the mail out and make those offers right now, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about offers today, and then also more tomorrow. Today we're talking about how to take it all and put it all together, right? And tomorrow we're talking about selling the property. So, but first, again, let me walk you through that 50-foot level of why it is land profit maximizer strategy, or how land flipping works. And here's the deal. You're going out there still this week, and you can literally go out there this week and still make these strategies work. That's why this works so well, because you're at home. We're all in quarantine, right? All over the world. It doesn't matter if you're watching this from Germany. You're in stay-at-home orders. Yeah. You're in Germany, in the U.S. Stay-at-home orders in almost every state. I think 42 states now are under stay-at-home order, and the other one is strongly recommended. So, so you literally, what you need, you can get your list still this week. You can go get your letters out probably over the weekend. You can get your first phone calls coming in next week, and you can go going. And also, in today's session, we lay out your 4-week plan, right? Yeah. So therefore, go ahead.
So no, I just wanted to say, guys, remember, open your heart, open your mind, open your soul, and as we walk through today's and tomorrow's session and all throughout the week, make sure that you're always envisioning and imagining, what will your life look like if you took action, 6 months down the road, a year down the road, in spite of whatever is going around the world, and being able to create your own economy, being able to create cash confidence for your family. So
it's all right. It's all about, it's exactly, you keep that in mind, that is your true north, but then it's all about creating momentum. Right? That's the thing. You want to create momentum. Get right straight going in there. Get going with us. So you're getting.
And momentum comes from scalability. So don't forget. Let us not forget that.
Right. So the high level $50,000 foot level is like, you go get the counties, you get your list, you send out your letters, right? You get a bunch of phone calls, a ton of phone calls now. You make the offers, get them accepted, and now you sell the properties, right? So and that, you guys, is literally one of the only strategies that works in this market right now. I was on a conference call yesterday with a bunch of industry leaders of the real estate space.
If the county offices are closed for the list, you can find a list broker. We discussed this in yesterday in session 3.
Yesterday we talked about getting the list. You don't need the list from the county. You can go to list brokers. You can go to title companies.
Agent Pro 24/7 is one of them.
Some counties even give you the list for free online. You just downloaded them right from there. So it's like, don't make obstacles where there's none, right?
Yes. Somebody says, did somebody win the scholarship? Yes.
Yes.
Tyler Anliker
wins the scholarship, right? So again, this method right now fits this market perfectly. So this is the springboard for you to really get the big checks and literally just by going through this, what we've done right now here is you have a huge running head start over every other real estate investor out there.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're seeing here, what we've been giving you so far, has like literally more value in the last few days than some people charge for like $50,000 programs. We know Warren,
1,000 times. This is actually 1,000 times more valuable because a lot of the other programs that require you to actually meet in person or do stuff, with contractors and stuff, that has disappeared overnight.
But most contractors are at home. Most contractors are, the people are calling in sick. Most contractors are not working. Most, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Plus, even getting materials is harder and so on. We don't need any materials for land, right? So there we go. Nico says, got two lists yesterday, uploaded them already. Wonderful. So now at this point, let's dive into the homework and let's define your target income for year 1, okay? Mm-hmm. So how many deals do you need to do? Well, that depends on how much money you want to make. So let's just say, obviously everyone is going to have a different thing. Put in right now how much money you're going to make in the first year. Put it right here in the comments. I want to see some of these answers. Whatever it is, 50 grand, 500 grand, 200 grand, 100 grand, $175,000, $377, whatever. If you have whatever it is, put it right there, and we want to and so far. But I'm going to take as an example here.
I'm trying to see. Sorry, let me bring this down so I can bring the comments.
It's like I'm loving this. I've been wholesaling houses.
200,000 is an example.
Now we have options. It's very encouraging. Very good. So $200,000, $100,000. Okay. So I'm going to take $200,000 as a goal. $100,000 is, in my opinion, actually too low. Like Dave Ardell yesterday posted.
So we're taking Anita's example of the 200.
Yes, and John's example. So also Dave Ardell posted yesterday right there in the group that he had done. I think he had done 13 deals since July in the second half of the last year with an average profit of $13,500. You add that up, it's $175,000. In other words, he does this part-time, right? He does it part-time. He went through our coaching, right? He's one of our coaching students. So I texted him, was like, hey, fantastic, that's great. And he's like, yeah, I was distracted. I was really working on other things all the half of a year. This year, I'm going to put all my focus in there. Can you get this? While being distracted, he made $175,000 in 6 months. That means he's on track while being distracted to make $350,000 for the year.
But we don't want to have energy here with distraction. We want to be committed in one singular focus.
Focus on that, exactly. So in order to do $200,000, let's say an average of $13,500 as a deal, let's take Dave's example, that would get you to about 15 deals, right? Mm-hmm. So anywhere from 15 deals, if you do lower end deals, let's say you have like $7,000 to $10,000, you'll have to do probably around 20 deals. If you do a little more, you have to do like 15 deals. So 15 to 20 deals is the target. Let's pick 20 deals, right? Just because let's say a few deals are lower than average deals, right? So 20 deals. So in this case, 20 deals is totally possible, right? Tyler says like Anliker, hey, you won the scholarship here, man. So congratulations. And he so in order to do that now, how many letters will you have to write for that? Well, like let's say if you get our average student after the testing phase is done, at the beginning the numbers could be a little different, but once the testing phase is done, you'll get an average student gets a deal for every 400 to 600 letters that they send out.
Anita, yes, it's manageable.
Of course it's manageable. Yes, 20 deals is like it's a part-time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you go for example, Warren Davis, he spent $50,000 on a coaching program that got him absolutely nothing. The year after that, they did 40 deals with us while both of them had full-time jobs, Warren and Michelle Davis.
Yeah.
Right?
Guys, you are light years ahead of anything that is being, that is out there in the market in terms of, programs, house flipping, and, and that's just going to bring you struggle and frustration, because that's what it brought to us, until we broke through and found land, and that's what this can do for you as well.
Exactly right. So in order to get once you have the kinks worked out, and once you got like this the systems in place and everything in place, and the maximizer package and the maximizer class, and I've taken all the pieces, and perhaps through coaching or whatever it is, once you have it like once you've got it going, you get an average for a deal for every 400 to 600 letters that you send out, right? So with that said, in order to get 20 deals, you got to do, let's say, 2 deals a month. Let's say it's just a couple of them fall through because they have title issues that can't be resolved or something like that. So if you target 2 or 3 deals a month, you'll definitely get to your $200,000 a year. So 2 or 3 deals a month is totally manageable, and that can be done literally by sending something like 1,500 to 2,000 letters a month. So let's say $1,500 to $2,000 a month, and with that you get about 150 phone calls a month, right? And then based on 150 phone calls a month, how many offers do you make, right? 100% of all phone calls that you get need to result into offers.
No
right?
matter what they say.
No matter what they say, right? I worked with one of our coaching students just yesterday, and he sent me a spreadsheet with all the different properties that he wants to make offers on, and he says like, well, this guy just bought it 2 years ago for this. Should it be worth? And it's like, it doesn't matter. We are not in their head. Time and circumstances
Don't be making
change,
a decision
right?
for them.
Like we have Michael, I forgot his last name right now, one of our students from Florida. He's gotten a deal that somebody had bought for $89,000 and sold it to him, for $35,000. They bought the property and sold it to him for $623, right? That's the difference. So just a few years later, 2-3 years later, they sold a $35,000 property to him for $600. Why? Who knows? He needs
Time
money.
and circumstances change for everyone, yeah.
For everyone, right? So again, don't make any assumptions, just accept those pieces, right? And
Irina, who also,
Irina got
Lewis
properties for $60, and the guy was upset that he was too little. He wanted $100.
Yeah. No, but she's had people that want like 50 grand and then end up taking, her $500 offer and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If somebody wanted 60 grand, and then she offered for $700, and then he says like, no, I want 10 grand. So she offered him $800, and he accepted.
Guys, right? So what you need to do in order to replace your job, in order to retire, in order to go travel, in order to do whatever it is that your dream and that big why is, you need to commit. You need to execute, and you need to follow through.
Right, exactly.
And we're excited to be part of that. Of that journey with you.
And remember that you don't need to change a thing in the process. It's already created for you.
Don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up. Just follow the things. Anytime somebody says something, hey, this doesn't work, the first question is, are you following the system? They're like, yes, I am. We look deeper into it. They're not following the system. We make them follow the system, and it starts working again, right, for them. So this is the thing. So you just implement it, right? In each phone call that comes in each offer that's get accepted, that in each sale that increases also your fire for this, right? You're building this fire for something exciting, and now every time somebody send out letters and it's like, oh my God, phone calls are coming in. Like, compare it to the houses. You send out some letters and what happens? Nothing, right? Nothing happens because they get 300 of those, right? So when we send out letters, you get responses. And then every response, you look like, oh my God, this is exactly like Jack and Michelle said it works, right? And then you get, and then with each deal that you get accepted, you get more, the fire goes up, right? The excitement and the certainty, and of course the profits, that makes it so much more fun, right? It makes you more and more fun. But you have to commit for the training. You have to commit to training for this, just like an athlete commits to their goals, right? Mm-hmm. You can't just, you have to realize that this is the opportunity of your lifetime, guys. This is the opportunity opportunity of your lifetime. This is it, right? This is
Pandemic millionaire, somebody said yesterday.
The pandemic millionaire, right? There's no more powerful other strategy that supersedes this, that replaces this and makes and literally that makes completely null and void everything you've ever learned until now. As a matter of fact, if you've been house flipping, you got to unlearn what you learned at house flipping and do it our way. This is the reason why so few house flippers actually do this, because they're not willing to. They think they know it all already.
Yeah.
And if you think you know it all already, you're going to do this wrong, right? You need to just, it's not difficult, but you need to go, get in line and stay in line, right? Because it's simpler, it's easier, it's faster, it's virtual, it's competition free. It's something that every single one of you guys can do. So we're about halfway through the homework right now. So again, the big picture is you get clear about your why, you select your counties, you get your lists, you get busy with that right now, right? And then you make your offers, and those who call back, you get acceptance. You make offers, you get this acceptance, and you go sell those properties. We're going to tell you about selling the properties tomorrow
and
right? Sunday.
Yeah.
But we have so much more goodness to tell you. It's you have no idea what's coming still at you right now.
So make sure that you check the banners, as we change, the schedules for going into the weekend. But you're also going to be hearing from a lot of, our students. And so they're going to be showing you how they've been using these land profit maximizer strategies and the tweaks that they've done and the successes that they've had.
And still over the next few days, we're going to share with you so much stuff like
David,
you can.
He says I'm a house flipper, but I don't know it all. Yeah,
thank you very much for the honesty.
I honor you, for being here, because life learners are the ones that inherit the world for sure.
Right. Esteban says, how can you expand on how this is competition free? Well, Esteban, just look around. How many land flippers do you know? Look around. How many house flippers do you know? You got the answer, right? We have 1,000 land flippers for 1,000 house flippers, 1,000 house flippers for one land flipper. Yet, like some of the websites I will share with you also tomorrow on selling, but I give you one, landwatch.com. Landwatch.com has 2.1 million people looking for what we have to offer every single month. Google Trends, you can see that the trends for looking for land has been going steadily up over the last 10 years. There's more people today looking for land than there were in 2006 or 7. There's more people today looking for land than there was even a year ago or 2 years ago. So this is just fantastic. So here, we're giving you all so you can prosper in these current times. So you won't need no bailout from the government. And that was proper English right now, right? So you don't need any bailout from the government here.
No double negatives.
Okay, so that's good. So 120 for me, Dad and Mom. Oh, it sounds good, Roger. So we don't even pay attention to the government bailout. There's all these programs that they're throwing out there. They're irrelevant for us. And if they send us $1,200, I don't know if we qualify, probably not. But if they send us $1,200, I'm gonna go give it to the local food bank, right? Because we don't need to rely on the government in any shape or form, in no way at all. And wouldn't that be a good thing to be, right? That you don't have to look at that.
Somebody says, heck yeah.
Heck yes, exactly. So how about that? How about you being able to say, bring it all, world, right? I don't care, because I have something here that works in all markets, right? That brings financial peace of mind easily, stability, cash confidence, and cash comfort to both cash and cash flow from home, without ever being subject to competition, right? That's what we're talking about here. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I never believed this was actually so much fun to make a ton of money and actually solve people's problems and create cash and create cash flow and become the bank. And you'll never want to do anything different than land flipping, right?
No, once you come on this side, you will never go back. It's like, we've never looked back. We put in our resignations once we had our green cards, and we just never looked back.
And I remembered, I worked in the software company as a business analyst, as a consultant on a consulting team, and I quit. And I was able to quit in a dignified way because we were not switching to another job. We had already replaced, with only 10 months of doing that, we had built over $5,000-6,000 in cash flow from land payments. We had paid out all our debt, and we had, except for the house, we had a year's worth of living expenses on the sideline. So I went to my boss and I said, hey boss, here's the deal, I want to quit. And he kind of felt something was coming. So he's yeah, I figured you would come that. So where are you going? And he's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm flipping land. And he's like, what? What are you doing? What's going on? Right? And it's so he wanted to know all of a sudden about stuff. But then I asked him, how much more time do you need me to be here for this to be a proper transition? And isn't that the polite way to do, right? And he says like, well, I would love for you to be about 3 to 4 weeks. So it's like, cool, right? It was a gig in downtown Chicago. I love Chicago. So it was like, okay, the family, Michelle came with me and stuff. We did deals from there while I was working there. And then I switched off and then we left. And then 2 weeks later, they called me back and said like, we have another project. We pay you like $300 an hour to come out there. And I said,
it's costing us money
thank
to
you.
stay in the job.
No, I'm making more than $300. We're making more than $300 an hour flipping land.
Yes, it was a good feeling.
There's no reason to come back. So I politely declined. And that's the best feeling in the world ever, to be able to say, no, I got something that I don't need to rely on anyone else. That's what we want to do. Chicago in the house. Yes, beautiful city, guys. Okay, so next questions. What's the next question here? What systems do you need? Okay, so what you need is let's talk about the systems that you need. And I have a couple of cheat sheets here, my little notes here. So you will need a phone number to set up for the people to call you, right? You need a proper place for people to respond to, like a voicemail or a call center, right? You need to build a system that prompts you and that reminds you that you make offers at least once a week, right? And you need to create awesome listings and communicate with the buyers quickly and professionally. And all of that is really is easy if you have the trifecta of success, of land flipping success, which we already covered a couple of times, which is the education, which is the systems, and which is the implementation, right? So and that's what what's the name again of the scholarship winner?
Tyler Unlicker.
Tyler Unlicker. Is that somewhere written down here so I can actually see it? Okay, there we go.
Unlicker.
Tyler, I see you're like looking at your cheat sheets here. So and I didn't see it. So
It's
Tyler,
not a very common last name, so
okay.
I mean...
Tyler Unlicker won that piece, right? So this is the thing. So you're going to get your indication, the land profit generator. So you're getting access to the investment dominator, and you get invited to an exclusive small group hands-on workshop that we're doing. As a matter of fact, we're doing one of them today. So again, congratulations. So okay, so let's go back quickly into re-engineering the goal. Just one more moment, right? Or actually, matter of fact, yeah. So again, when you want to get 20 deals a year, in our example, right? Then this is the only method in the country where you get response rates in the 5 to 15% range, or 4 to 15% range, with an average of probably about between 6 to 10% or 8 to 10%, right? I just again reviewed some of the documents from some of our coaching students. They're getting on the lowest end counties, they only get like a 1 or 2% rate. That's why on Monday we said you got to pick some, Tuesday we said you got to pick some different counties. And on the high end, he's getting like 18% response rates on a county. So it's right in that thing in there. So if your goal is 20 deals a year, well, then you got to make about 30 to 50 offers. Like every deal is accepted for about 30 to 50 offers. So you need to make about 60 to 100 offers a month. If you make 60 to 100 offers to a month, you get about 2 to 3 deals accepted per month, right? So that is
So once you send out the letters, you can't be chickening out. You know, you need to send offers to all those people that respond back and call you, like we said, we said earlier. Because at the end of the day, we're not in the business of sending, the initial letter. We're in the business of making offers, because making offers means contracts accepted, and contracts accepted mean listings, and listing means money in your bank account.
Right, and then so with that said, again, but you need a place where you can place get your list from, right? You need a mailing house. You need a system to have all the phones taken care of. You need a system to keep your files, deals, your workflow going on, your responses, whether it's all concentrated, where you load up all your stuff. You don't want to work with paper. Believe us,
no.
You don't want to work with paper or Excel spreadsheets and things like that, right?
They get corrupted.
We lost deals just because the files got corrupted before we started having our own system. You need a website that you can list your properties in, and most importantly, you need implementation help on how to do that in the fastest possible way. All right. So with that said, we're gonna so what I want to make sure is that we can carry you through all the way through to this, right? That's our promise, a 360-degree support, right? We want to be able to carry you through the entire process from A to Z, right? We want to give you the tools, the resources, the systems, most importantly, the implementation and accountability, right? The support, the feedback, so that you can build your business.
Because that's what other programs don't have, and that's why people fail. you know. So
Right.
we've looked at why, you know, people fail, why even when we were looking, you know, at junkers and rehab, you know, projects for houses, why did that shit not work? And part of it is we had no accountability, we had no support.
Yeah,
Sorry,
keeping it PG.
we need to keep it PG. Yeah. So because they didn't have the support, they didn't have that 360 degree, you know, linking arms with you and really helping you through the implementation part.
Right. So exactly right. So therefore, what I want to do is that's why we created the Land Profit Maximizer tools, right? The tool systems and implementation. So at this point, we want to extend an invitation to you guys to join us on our journey to spend the next several weeks with us and literally help you build the business with you, right? So we'll be working with our team, including myself in different capacities, helping you with the support, the resources, the tools, the accountability to succeed. So we are inviting you to come into our world, right? To come into our world and make this a relationship that we can have, that not make this temporary relationship that we're having right now here something that lasts much longer, something that will literally sweep you up to success, that literally gets you over to success, right? We want you to be one of our next land millionaires, because our mission is it, our legacy goal in our life is to generate at least 1,000 millionaires here. So we want you to be that person who turns to your family and says, like, you know what? We never have to worry about money again, right?
Yeah.
We want you to be the person that doesn't have to rely on any kind of government handouts or anything like that. When you learn to flip land and using the Land Profit Maximizer techniques, you will never have to worry about your finances again. All right, so just like Gary Pendergast, for example, you'll
be hearing about him later on this week. Yeah.
But he got like 4 deals under contract in the last week, 2 already sold. He was an airline pilot. You know what he would be doing right now if he still was an airline pilot? He would be sitting at home without pay, right? That's what he would be doing right now. But he saw the writing on the walls, and he says that he didn't enjoy all the traveling to Foreman 2 and all the stuff and being away from his family.
Job.
It's a tough job because he lived in Florida and his job was in Chicago.
Yeah.
So you have to go to Chicago first and then go travel. You hear from him, but now he does something like 50, 60 deals a year, and on top of it, he's now even one of our coaches giving back into our community. So we'll tell you about what the Land Profit. I want to tell you about what the Land Profit Maximizer deal is all about. So you can go to Land Profit Max right now already. Get started with it, but it is the trifecta of land success.
And it helps you with market valuation, you know, with one-click comparables. It helps you. I mean, you
right? Exactly. No, it's okay. No,
interrupting.
No, in other words, so there's hundreds of programs out there, right? They're just education in some shape or form, right? So if you ask questions, you get like crickets back, right? You have a question, there's no support. And even if somebody has a software, there's either no training or there's only a couple of videos out there. And as a result of that, most people out there are failing. But we have literally changed this completely by creating the trifecta of land flipping success, and also our coaching program, of course, which consists of the education. Right, it's the Holy Trinity, says David. Okay, I don't want to go there. That sounds too churchy, but once in a while, I don't.
But it is.
It is. It's a trifecta, right? It consists out of 3 things. It's the education. So right now, the Land Profit Maximizer program consists out of mainly 3 things, and then there's a bunch of bonuses.
Yep.
Number 1 is there is the education. The education is that you get the Land Profit Generator, our flagship program, our home study course. That's the education. But many people get that and then still do nothing, because education alone is not going to get you to the goal.
Yeah.
The second point is you need systems. You need systems in order to scale. But education and systems, now you have a program, and you have a home study course and a software, and you still don't know how to use it, or you still
use them in conjunction,
and you're still not trained on them. And therefore, what we have is the third piece, which is the huge piece, which is the absolute, these trifectas, the minimum everyone should be taking, is the Land Profit Maximizer 2-day small group hands-on workshop, where we take the entire process, the entire arc of the rainbow of the entire Land Profit Generator method, and show you step by step, not just show you, have you with your own hands on your own laptop, go
walk
through
the
it,
process
and walk
on
through
the
the
software.
process, and learn it on the software step by step by step by step. And then of course that is the bare minimum. Of course, if you then want more, we have also coaching offerings. But right now, if you go to Land Profit Max, it's that package. It's the package of the trifecta of land profit maximizers success.
And if you guys know that you wanna join us, our team is on standby to help you guys. Go ahead and direct message them. You can also call them at 602
As a matter of fact,
712-0182.
As a matter of fact, if I know you want to be in, so hard to pull that trigger, just do it. There we go. And Sherry, she's doing it already. So as a matter of fact, what I want you to do right now, if you're interested, if you want to do this, then put in the words right now. I am in. I'm in. I'm in. I am in.
Yeah.
In any of that conversation or that. Put those words in right now.
Awesome,
so we
Lizzie.
Know.
Yes.
So in. Wonderful, Lizzie. So you can go
that
to
way
them.
our team can know that you guys are serious, that you guys, are wanting to, really change your life, really turn the corner, really start making a reality that bigger future. Right. It starts, with first, like Jack says, education. And then it needs to move on to actual action and implementation. And that's what, what we're here to give you and support you with. And so I wanted to tell a little bit of a story that Mike Smyer, actually I can't remember it entirely, but Mike Smyer, one of our coaches, had shared at one of our live events last year, and he talked about about knowing whether you are an eagle.
Hi Katya, I see one of my high school friends is joining us here too in Germany.
Do you remember the story whether you're an eagle?
Yeah, this is the thing. So it's a beautiful story of a farmer who has a bunch of chicken in the farm, and then there's this scientist, this biologist comes into town and sits in a bar and he talks to people and he's like, hey, this guy over there, he has an eagle for a chicken. And it's like he walks by and he sees that there's an eagle in the chicken coop, and so he goes to the farmers. It's like, that you have a white-head bald eagle, American bald eagle in your chicken coop. And he's like, no, that ain't no eagle. That's a chicken. And he's like, no, that's not a chicken. That's an eagle. So he's like, no, look at it. Let me put some food on there. So put it out there, and the eagle picks at the food with the chicken. He's like, that's an eagle. No, that's a chicken. And he's like, no, it's not a chicken. It's an eagle. So the guy goes, okay, let's put it up on top and wrap it out. And the thing just flutters down, can't fly. And it's like, so see, this is a chicken.
The number to call 602-712-0182. It's gonna
be
on
the words I'm in.
And put in the word I'm in.
So our team can contact, or just go to landprofitmax.com and get yourself signed up right away. Because I have some killer bonuses for the first 2 people that actually get on board right now. I haven't even mentioned yet. But the eagle story is...
finish it, because it's a powerful
the eagle story. So the guy says, like, with your permission, could I take the eagle, somewhere else? And he's like, yeah, well, I tried. It's not an eagle, it's a chicken. So it's like, he takes the eagle and he puts it out there somewhere, and he let it go, and the eagle just flutters around like a chicken, and it's like, okay, so here's what we're going to do. So he goes off the biggest ledge, or the biggest mountain in the area, he takes the eagle, and he just throws it up in the air, and the chicken falls and falls and falls and falls to the eagle, and all of a sudden, he starts spreading his wings, and he starts soaring off, and he starts going up, and he starts doing circles, and he starts going off, and he took off, and he just went off into the sky, and he lived his full potential. Guys, that is the story of most of us.
Yeah, that's most of us. For us, every single time that we have been scared, the scarier the opportunity, the greater the next level of freedom, that we've had, the more opposition that we've had, the bigger that next level of freedom has been for us. So we want you guys to really have, eagle wings, not chicken wings,
Realize that you are an eagle, guys.
Yeah.
Realize that you're an eagle, and that we are just being eagles living in chicken coops. Because everyone around us says like, oh no, stay here, stay down, right? Pulls you down, stay down, don't do that, this is scary. Like, no, you are a freaking eagle, right? Spread those wings, and that's all you need to do. All you need to do. And then, the nice part is that there's a thing like Eagle School, right? We have Eagle School basically, right? So you're already an eagle. You just need to learn how to fly. You're all eagles, but the society, the world, like the media, everyone is wanting to make us, sometimes even our own family, is wanting to make us stay chickens. So you are eagles. So again, now let me go back quickly and actually give you the bonuses. So Land Profit Max, go over there, sign up right now, and here's what you get with this program. So the education, obviously, it's the land profit. The program is 3 pieces. The education,
That's
in
the
form of
minimum
land
that you
profit,
need.
land profit generator, the systems, the investment dominator, and the implementation, with the implementation being the biggest part and the most important part of them all, okay? So don't shortcut yourself with just 1 or 2, you need them all 3. That's the most important thing.
And the best
Right?
part is that implementation is actually being done by Jack himself.
Right. As
in
a
one
matter of
our-
fact, we're doing a class right now. That's why I had to step out. Alex is teaching the technical part, where I'm no good for anyway. And then I teach the business part of it. So as soon as we're done, I'll be going back there and I'll be continuing
I'm
teaching.
in. Yay, Andrew. Welcome.
We're teaching this class. Continue teaching this class. It's a 2-day live online class, and this is the thing. So what is included in there? Again, so the land profit generator, you already know it. The investment dominator, it's the best in class software that literally lets you takes 80% off the process and automates it, simplifies it, and allows you to keep keep you on top of the deals. That's the system part of the package,
and then it's also custom made for us.
And it's custom made for us, exactly.
Yeah.
So also the next two sessions are coming up right now. We have a session coming up on April 13th and 14th. So that's actually the beauty. You look at it, these sessions used to be happening in person. You had to have travel expenses, you had to incur flight expenses, hotel expenses, and all this kind of stuff. Now, literally, thanks to the pandemic, we are now doing them online, where we can do them same as effective as they are before. On top of it, we can record them. You get the recordings afterwards. And
your spouse can be with you. This is a family business, because this model is a family first model. You know,
it's a family first model, exactly right. So as a matter of fact, because of that, because we walk you through the entire process with the investment dominator, you don't even need to open the course. You can use the course later on for a
you
person.
can sign up at Land Profit Max.
Land Profit Max. Yes.
LandProfitMax.com.
LandProfitMax.com, or Jenna also put the full link in there right now. So again, now there's a few killer bonuses that come together. So the offer is the three things, the trifecta. Everything else that I'm saying right now is a bonus. So here's the thing. When you register for that, one of the very first things that will happen is you get an onboarding session. So you don't even have to wait.
A one-on-one
onboarding session with Warren, one of our coaches, one of our investment dominator specialists.
Also one of our master coaches and Hall of Famer.
And Hall of Famers, does 50, 45 deals a year with his wife and so on. Quit his job last year, does this full time. And he's gonna walk you through how to navigate around the system, how to load your thing, how to set up your company, and so on. So that's right away. So you don't even have to wait before the session on the 13th or 14th or the 27th or 28th of April. You can literally get started right away. So then what we also give you, when you attend the session, the 2-day maximizer session, you actually get 200 leads from us. Brand new, filtered, scrubbed, not before used leads, right? Unique leads. Obviously, every person gets 200 different leads from a county that we know that gets deals done. For example, in that county, in the last 2 years, there's 9,500 sales, and there's only 5,000 properties listed. In other words, so the properties sell quickly in that county, right?
Yeah.
So as
just from these leads, people, a lot of our students have done deals just from these leads. Nirav, a dentist that also did, private coaching with Jack personally. One of his deals came from those first 200 leads. Right. The same for another friend of ours with his 2 kids, that he brought his 2 children to the Maximizer workshop, and they got their first deal from there. The Horns, who you're going to be hearing from as well, one of their deals was from these 200 leads.
Right, exactly. So, and then on top of it, because we used to do this live, or because just for fun, just because, we're going to give you on top of it as a third bonus a golden ticket to actually, Casey Kaler got a deal from it too.
Yeah.
Nirav, again, you mentioned him already. So a golden ticket, so literally you get to re-attend the class a second time. If there's any pieces you're missing, or if you just need a refresher or something like that, or if we do them in person again and you do want to come in person, then you'll get a golden ticket to literally come back for a second time for a virtual or live event, whichever one we end up doing, right? So everyone gets those bonuses. And now
somebody's asking for the prices.
Okay, I'll share the price in a moment. Just give me a moment, or you can go to landprofitmax.com and actually look up the price there. So here's the thing. Now, I currently have a set of private coaching students. That is probably my last private coaching student set that I'll ever have. I just don't do private coaching anymore. We have coaches that do coaching and so on. But if I do, I charge $75,000 for coaching. That's just want to let you know that's my price to do coaching. And I'm currently fully booked, and I don't take any more.
It's not available.
Because of that, I also don't do private sessions anymore, right? But if you come on board today, and you post in the words, and the word to come on board today is by posting the words "I am in" now.
Post "I'm in,"
and then even if it ends up, if the team can't meet with you until late tonight or tomorrow or so, and you still come in, then you will actually get not just one, you will get 2 one-on-one coaching sessions with me. So I'm going to make myself available for those people that come on board today. Now tomorrow that won't be available anymore.
But if you're watching this as a replay, post "I'm in" and we will still honor it.
Yes, we'll honor it if you post it in there right now, but you got to post it. You got to watch it today. You got to post it in there. You got to, even in the replay, you got to put in the words "I'm in." You're not just getting one, but you get 2 one-on-one coaching sessions with me. I just offered that one time ever before, and I did 2 sessions with a lady. Tess is her name, and literally by the end of session 2, she was out there. The letters were out in the mail pretty much, and she was on her way to already getting her first deals coming in.
With having Jack looked over her shoulder and make sure that the selection of the counties was the right one. And so on and so forth, so that you don't go out there and waste money and time.
So the sessions are usually about 1 hour with me, but one session with Tess was 1 hour and 20 minutes. The other one was like just around an hour, right? So this is the thing. So yes, I'm in. Somebody says I want to be. So if you want to be in, again, you can just go to Land Profit Max and get going. The next thing is then here's the top thing. The first 2 people that sign up right now are going to get an extra 3rd session. So you're going to have 3 sessions. Within 3 sessions, you definitely are looking with you. If you follow what I ask you to do, right, you're going to definitely be having letters in the mail, offers are coming in, requests coming in, and making offers already if you do what we ask you to do, right? So this is the thing. So the first 2 people get 3 sessions with me. Everyone that buys today gets 2 sessions with me, and everyone else that doesn't put in "I'm in" today is unfortunately is missing out on that, right?
And one more thing that I wanted to mention is that if you purchase still today, you get to have a $500 off discounted price from whether you pay in full or whether you pay in payments. You get $500 off, and you need to use the coupon code ACTION.
And ACTION is with all capital. It needs to be all capital. ACTION. ACTION coupon code. So go on the website, go in and say and put in the.
Yes, we do have payments, Mark.
And there's also a payment plan, and you get the $500 on either side of it. You can do the payment plan, or you can do the full pay. Obviously, you gotta be a full pay if you want the 3rd one, right? If you want to do the 3rd, or if you want to be one of the 2 people, the first 2 people that pay in full get that 3rd one with me. Sorry, if you need payments, you only get the 2, but if you can't pay in full, then you get the 3rd one with me again. So you also get, on top of it, 3 weekly group coaching sessions. So we have a coaching program, obviously. And by the way, this is the minimum you need. For those who want to go for the full package, if you want to go full in, we do have coaching, 6-12 months, working one-on-one with a coach. We have it available too. Just put in the words "I'm in." Our team can talk to you about either one of the two pieces.
Because coaching is really something that will, allow you to do quantum leaps in 3-6 months time.
And then it builds that through that scale. But this is the minimum that everyone should be doing in order to really get that boost out and get going and get those deals done. And like Kate Rose, who got a deal done like literally just a week or 2 after she attended the class, et cetera, et cetera. So Land Profit Max. Then you also get an additional accountability call 30 days later. You get, of course, you get access to the Facebook group. Now, how much is this? Now, here's the thing. This program, we just increased the price. We had raised the price, as we had said last time we would do that. We always follow through on what we say, to $8,000 for this package. But we decided for the next 5 days to actually reduce it back to $7,500. And still, if you act right now, give you the $500 off with the coupon code ACTION. So again, if you need the payment plan in some shape or form, call the phone number.
Brian, we're excited to work with you.
But there is also a payment plan right on the website. So go to landprofitmax.com, sign up there, pick the payment plan, or if you need a special payment plan, call our team, right? But again, so you can essentially get $1,000 off the official price of the $8,000. So we already reduced it, and we're giving you an extra $500 off right now. Right? So the investment versus the return is really incomparable.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's not only that, but it's basically teaching you guys, efficiency, scalability, mastery, so that year after year for the rest of your life, you can continue to creating these breakthroughs and these quantum leaps in your business, in your land flipping business, and add to those cycles of of commitment, of courage, of capability and confidence, right, so that you can move on to bigger and bigger and bigger deals. Yeah. And
by the way, we still have some homework stuff to do. We still need to lay out the 4-week plan for you guys. So stay tuned here. We still have some stuff to do. Alejandro's here.
Hey,
from
Alejandro.
And then
hi from Honduras in the house.
Right. So great. So the thing is, so again, you're getting $1,000 off really over its official price, and as soon as this is over, the package price goes back up to $8,000, right? So also here's the so again the return versus the investment versus return incomparable. Just for the last 4 weeks we were asked to stay at home, right? The value of this method alone has increased 1,000-fold because.
And we've had success story over success story of people actually successfully selling even right now while in quarantine.
And again,
buying and selling.
We're seeing the success right now. In the last, I think, 6 days, we got something like 15 or 16 success stories being posted in our other Facebook group that you have access to as a member once you come on board, right? So we have done also hundreds of deals during the worst of the recession, right? On the worst of the 2009 recession.
The coupon code is ACTION in all caps.
Yeah, ACTION, all caps. ACTION, all caps. In the worst of the 2009 recession, we have done hundreds of deals, and nobody will believe this anything like that happens. This is like a bump. We're going to be back in action in a couple of months, and in the same time, right now, again, 15 deals were reported in the last few days. We had a weekly call with our coaches on Monday, and in the words of our coaches, one of our coaches said that he is getting so many deals in and getting so many deals out through sales that he's lost almost track of how many are going out. So the market is still on fire because the doomsday preppers are buying, the people staying at home are buying, the people who want a place out in the thing where they can get their RV and escape the virus are buying. Everyone is buying. These properties are buying.
And yes, Victor, it is a steal. The program is a steal.
The program is a steal again. So for the next 5 days, we're open cart. You can save yourself $500 today. Like today and over the next 24 hours, basically, you can save yourself $500 over the already reduced price. But if you look at it, the components alone add up to over $10,000 in value, right?
And that's, by the way, what Tyler is getting. So Tyler, welcome to the Land Profit Maximizer.
That's what Tyler is getting. All right, so what happens at the Maximizer workshop? Let's go into that for a little bit.
Yeah.
So during that workshop, during the 2-day online workshop, it's on Zoom. We can talk to each other. We can see each other. We can share the screen. You can share your screen in the Q&A session if you're struggling with something. We can literally go and here David says like land is a great way for investment. Yeah, he's done 7-8 deals already.
I don't see where to type the coupon.
Okay, in that case, just call. Okay,
yeah, call us, 602-712-0182.
But there should be towards the bottom of the order form, there should be a coupon area that you can type that in. And I know Alex tested it, so it's worked.
I think once you're ready to put in perhaps your credit card information, I think at that point you can put in the coupon code. So
just send your phone number over, send a direct message, and then somebody will call you and get you started. Because if you want to be one of the top two, you can get the full Maximizer package and you can get the 3 one-on-one coaching calls with me. All right, so again, so you learn the system from A to Z. We're literally starting at how do you select a county in that session? How do you get a list? Then we send you your list. Actually, we send you the list right the night before. And then you load the list into the system. Then we show you around on the system. Then you literally on your own laptop go around and do exercises on the system, report back to us that you have done them. Then we move on to the next step.
Woo, Derek, welcome. He says locked, loaded, and paid.
All right, Derek, welcome. If you're the first one in, then you got the three coaching calls with me. Congratulations. I don't know if you are. Don't want to overpromise. Two people might have been faster than you, but
yes,
chances are
financing.
you are. There's financing available. Yes, you can do
there's
this
a payment
financing.
plan.
And also, guys, if you guys already have, for those of you who already have a portion of this. For those of you who already have the Land Profit Generator Investment Download as a combination, still put in the words I'm in, because you can upgrade to the full package, okay?
And guys,
you
we
can
still
upgrade
need
to
to
the full
go,
package.
we still need to get through the 4 weeks.
Yes.
So we're gonna cover this in a
Do that
moment.
in just a second. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, it's like the next thing on my list of items to talk about. So during the class, again, we load up your system. We show you around how to set up your system. We show you how to set up your websites. We show you, actually we do that even before the session. You generate your first offers. We walk you through all the different steps of the Land Profit Generator.
How to do analysis, value analysis, comparables when you're making offers.
Right.
Every single detail basically of the business is being discussed, during
Victor
that
says,
2 days.
Jesus, you guys making it super easy to do it. Yes, you know what? Because we want you to be one of our millionaires. Agatha, you're already in. Right, Agatha, you already have that. You're already coaching.
And the only way that we can get to 1,000 millionaires is by actually providing results for you guys. Results so that you guys can go out there and tell the world and share with others, that you've had the checks, and you can, post the checks, so that we can continue basically, showing to people and having proof to people that this works. So that's exactly right.
Exactly right. So, okay. So that, again, and literally, as I said, at this time, for the first time ever, you can actually bring your spouse and have your spouse reattend with you, because you're going to be stuck in the same house anyway now. Right. And then, so you can do that. Okay. So if you have the LPG, upgrade. If you have the Investment Dominator and the LPG already, upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Everyone should have this as the main, as a minimum.
Somebody says you should charge more.
Yes, I know we should charge more, but then for those of you who are really committed to this and really want the full package, you might want to inquire about coaching too, because
the 6 month or the 12 month
for coaching you can literally work with us for a full year, right? So with this, guys, you get the investment, you get the education, the systems and the implementation. You get the accountability call afterwards. You get the onboarding call afterwards. You get the support.
And the group
we surround
coaching.
you and so on. And then with the three group coaching calls. So we are there with you for several weeks to make sure you're on your way. But coaching is obviously you can work with us for a full year. All right, so now let's go over to the...
So certain opportunities, you guys, really, I feel like they don't come all the time. There's moments of destiny. And if you feel scared right now, that means this is a moment of destiny for you guys right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's get into the calendar schedule for the next 3 weeks, to implement what we're talking about, including being part of the Land Profit Maximizer.
We actually have one question left. That's how will you market your properties for sale? That's in there too.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that a lot tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the main answer is here, both offline and online.
Yeah.
But the easiest way today is online, right?
Yeah.
Because if we can't leave the house, we do online. But as a matter of fact, for the last 10 years, 99% of all our marketing was online, right? So the online, all our listings, everything's online. There's a whole bunch of websites. There's places you can list it. The majority of them are free. We're going to talk to you about that in detail tomorrow. But the message you want to take from now, that even that is something that you can do just sitting back in your chair with your laptop on your lap, from home, or your iPad on your lap, while watching TV and just having a good time, right? Destiny, yes, this is what this is right now. This is destiny. You've been waiting for you, okay?
And we also talked about earlier about, becoming the leader of your family that brings that certainty of creating your own economy. And leadership is not about emotion. Leadership is actually about behavior, about actions, the actions that you take, that commitments that you make to one singular activity, to one thing. Remember how we talked yesterday about the 4 C's, about that commitment where you burn the boats on everything else and focus on just this one thing, so that you can muster the courage, gain the capability and the confidence to go for bigger and bigger deals.
Absolutely, 100%. So let's look at the homework, and then Mark. So let's look at what your calendar for the next 4 weeks. Okay. So you already know how to select counties. If you haven't done it yet, do it. Right. You already know how to get a list. If you haven't done it yet, do it. So that's
That
like
all
week
should
one.
be week one.
That should be week one, right? Select your counties, get your lists. Week
Which
two,
is kind of this week that we have been working
and
together.
somebody asked, like, where is there a sample letter for that? Yeah, that's all included in this package. You get
have
the full thing.
access to our contracts, to our scripts, what to say to sellers when they call you. Pretty much every single thing, that you can think of, every detail is the most complete that you will ever get.
And this is all in the training, in the implementation. You're being taught how to use it, how to fill it out, and how to make sure you make adjustments to it, and so on and so forth. It's all in there. Okay, so good. So what is your so week one is what I just said. You get your counties, you select your counties, you get your lists. Then right away, week one is almost over right now, right? So week two is you actually send out those letters, right? You send out the letters. You get enrolled right now. You get access to the pieces, and then you send out those letters. So once you send out those letters, phone calls are going to come in. So basically, week two is the letters are being sent out. And while the letter's being sent out, you also set up, just before you set up your voicemail system, you set up these kind of things like that. The week afterwards, you're getting phone calls back, so it's offer time. Week three is already offer time. So literally, we are in week one. Week two, you send out letters. Week three, you're already making offers.
And when you're making offers, you're going to be with us April 13th and 14th, during the implementation, those 2 days.
Or April 27th, 28th, depending on how fast you operate. You're already in the process. You're already coming to the event with a database with an investment dominator full of records, with offers coming
plus
in, with
the additional 200 leads.
Plus you get the additional 200 leads. And then in week four, you very possibly already have have an accepted
Teresa,
thing.
if you already have the course and the software, you will be getting a credit, I believe.
You will be getting
you need to
credit
contact the office at 602-712-0182.
So Teresa, put in the words "I'm in" because after our team is looking for the ones that say "I'm in," so that we can give you preferred service, and we can make sure that we reach out to your thing,
off.
and then you get the $500 off, and so on and so forth, right? So then week four, you already are having deals potentially being accepted, and then after that, you proceed to selling those deals, right? So that's your 4-week process. Literally 4 weeks from now, by the end of this month, you can have deals under contract. What other program can promise you that? What other possibilities, particularly from home while we're in a pandemic and a lockdown here, you can do that?
Somebody just posted, that she doesn't have the money, and I'm like, find the money, because if you don't find it, then that's going to be a great excuse that you're going to be giving yourself, and kind of excusing yourself from actually doing the work, from actually getting it done, from actually bringing your dreams into reality. You're basically excusing yourself by saying that, instead of finding a way on how can you make this happen.
Like Dave Riddell did $175,000 part-time while focusing on other stuff. So like, if you can get $175,000 right now for $7,000, would that be worth it? Would you be able to find something that can make you $175,000 in the next 6 months for $7,000? How easy would it be to find that money, right? So Daniel is asking, what percentage of students, actually that's why I brought it up, of an offer accepted in the first 3 months? David, I would almost think that pretty much almost close to 100% of those who do what we ask them to do.
And follow it to the T.
Right? And follow them to the T. That's the thing.
Welcome on board.
Mark O is saying 500 off. Yes, exactly. You need to put in the coupon code ACTION. ACTION with all caps. Capital A, capital C, capital T, capital I, capital O, capital N, in order to get that done. All right. So now you have your 4-week plan. Week 1 right now. Get your list and get your counties, get your lists. Week 2, send those letters out and set up a couple of the other systems. Week 3, right?
And there may be
make offers because the phone calls are coming in already. And week 4, you can proceed most likely already to selling properties. Because when you send these offers out, sellers see them, sellers sign them, sellers send them back. Takes 2-3 days to get there, two days for them to decide, 2 days coming back, a week later you get signed offers. Timon, one of our coaching students, sent out 58 offers, got 4 deals out of that, guys. 4 deals out of that.
And he's doing this from Germany.
And he's doing this from Germany by being a full-time college student. anyone can do this, right? So four deals have a profit margin of $100,000.
Yes, we can work with you, Patrick.
Yes,
Just
if you're the
call
type
in
of
the office.
call in. So we can make this happen for you. Call in. But if you're ready, if you got the financial ability to do it, get in, and you get in you get the one. If you get 2 coaching calls with me, if you do that. And as I said, for the first 2, by now I think we have already gotten 2 people. So more people already, a couple of people signed up already. So we're going to extend that to the first 3 people that have that. Okay. So first 3 people that gotten in get the extra 3 coaching three coaching session with me.
Personally.
So personal coaching session with me. So make sure you get in. Make sure you go do this right now. And make sure
we want to actually welcome Karen Deegan.
Deegan.
Welcome on board to the Land Profit Maximizer family.
And then I think also we had somebody order.
At least one of the ones is already.
But that
gone.
wasn't the person who had posted earlier that they're paid and
locked and loaded. So maybe we already have the 2.
So we have 2.
Ada Ortiz and
Ada Ortiz. Thing. Then we also had already Myosha already signed up a couple of days ago. We had another person that signed up a couple of days ago already. So make sure so that means for today it's 3 people, so we have 1 spot left. So make sure you pick up that phone and you call, or the better way, go to Land Profit Max and just register for it, right?
Yeah.
You will just register for it, right? So there we go. If you're in for the upgrade to Roger, then again, say I'm in. We will contact you. Obviously, you will get a credit for the Land Profit Generator and the Investment Dominator, credit for that, and then you just pay the difference. All right. So Enrique, you bought in Orlando, right? You bought the Land Profit Generator in Orlando. That means you can still upgrade you still need to upgrade to the other 2. We have Derek Rush right now, also part of it. So congrats and a big round of applause, guys. Everyone, for those.
We're excited. We're ready to link arms with you guys and really surround you with 360-degree support.
Exactly. So here's the thing. If now is the time, if there ever was a time, right? Now is the time. This is your moment, guys. There has never been a better time for you to take your own dream, take your dreams and make it a reality, right? Protect your family. Set yourself up. Get far ahead. Right, get far ahead with land flips and the profits from it. Like Mike Smyer, right? Mike Smyer, he started out he started out, get the Maximizer package, upgraded to coaching, and now he's doing about almost 300 deals, right? 300 deals at any level of deals is $1.5 million or $2 million, right? Mm-hmm. This is just not even a question, right? So listen. So even if you can't conceive that, if your goal, Michelle and our goals when we started out was not to make millions of dollars.
No.
Our goal was to be together again. Our goal was to quit our jobs.
Yeah, it was to replace our incomes, and once that was done, it's when your mind, there's like a shift in your mind and in your heart and in your soul that keeps on thinking, oh my God, if I did this, what if I did a little bit more? Could I expand that, my horizon and my paradigm of possibilities? And yeah, every single time you go through those, those 4 C's, you keep expanding the boundaries of possibilities for you and your family. Absolutely.
Exactly. So, and it's the 4 C's that we talked about yesterday, right? The commitment, you got to commit, right? And committing sometimes takes a little bit courage, right? But courage is not doing something without fear. It's doing something in spite of fear, right? It's doing something in spite of fear. So when we started, we had fear and we took the plunge, right? Now, the first time we took Michelle as a personal mentor, she pays $50,000. Whereas there was fears like 50 grand. It's like, what are we gonna get?
My ROI has come back in spades.
It's come back like 20-fold already, right? So it's there. You gotta you've spent a week together right now, or
we no longer believe in trying to figure shit out on our own. Right. There's people out there that are already successful, that already have the engine, the gas, the blueprint. So it's all a matter of collapsing time, so that we can very, very quickly live those 4 freedoms. The freedom of money, the freedom of time, the freedom of relationships, and the freedom of purpose. There's no time to mess around. At least,
right. Right now is your time.
Yeah.
Right? This is your moment, guys. Right. So you don't have to ever worry about what happens out there ever again, because you're creating your own economy. You're creating your own comfortable lifestyle. You're creating your own economy in here for your inside of your 4 walls of your house. That's what you want to do, right? So Derek says courage.
One dime all in. Woo,
I
congrats.
crap myself to push the button. That's the courage you need. You need to do that in spite of it. As a matter of fact, we're teaching.
The universe listens to brave, Derek.
Yeah, the universe. That's a beautiful saying.
Yeah.
The universe listens to brave. So now here's the thing: we have in our community, we are spoiled. We have gotten used to so many success stories in our group that we often forget that it's not normal. What we're doing here is not normal. It's super. Right?
It's super. It's supernatural. It's not just natural.
No, what I think is like in the house flipping world, if anyone does 20, 30 deals, they're the superstar of that group. Somebody has 20, 30 deals, that's a norm in our group here, right? We think it's normal that somebody does 20 or 30 deals a year, right? That's the most normal thing. That's our expectations of you.
Yeah.
That you do 20, 30 deals and you make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 in your business, right? That's not even special. But in the world, like we literally get $10,000 or $20,000 hired deals.
Yes, you're right. If you want the fast track, coaching is the
is
best.
the way, and I got that in coaching right now. Higher deal, we get $10,000 or $20,000 deals reported to us almost every single day, right? But that's not normal in the world. But it is normal in our world. It is normal in the world that you're in right now, right?
Yeah.
So we just in the last week literally received, as I mentioned before, 15 success stories with deals anywhere between $6,600 and $28,000, right? The universe listens to brave, exactly. So I'm telling you, this is insane what's going on right now, and you can get on. Somebody said, well, how much is coaching? We have different packages.
There's a 6 month and a 12 month, Frederick. So contact one of your concierges or call 602-712-0182, and they can talk to you about the two different possibilities.
Right. So at this moment, sellers are selling, buyers are always buying, and now is not the time to try this without help. Guys, now is not the time. You will miss this opportunity if you try to do this without help, right? So now is the time to plug into our wisdom of 18 years of experience. Again, the Maximizer package consists of the education, like the land profit generator, the investment dominator, the systems, and the implementation, which is the most important part. And then you surround you with support. You get onboarding calls. You get 200 leads. You get a golden ticket to reattend. You get 3 group coaching calls. You get an accountability call. You get access to our main Facebook group. You get 2, if you do this today, you get 2 one-on-one coaching calls with me, right? If you get, that's how we operate, and that's why our students are successful, right? That's how you do it. Pick any of them. Like Molly, pick any of the guys. Elliot, Noah, Janice, John, Jenna, Thea. I think they're all available. Send them a message. They can schedule a consultation with you, and they can get you started. Follow a proven system, guys. Yeah. And really, that's why I mean we're selling 2 properties this week.
Yeah, and these are maximizer strategies that basically can be used at the $5,000 level of a deal, at the $20,000 level of a deal, at the $50,000 level of a deal, at the $100,000 level of a deal. Actually, you're going to be listening, and hearing from Scott Belton, $192,000 in profit. So the strategies that we're going to be teaching you are, can be used for all those different levels or tiers of deals, yeah? Right. And as you go through those 4 C's, your confidence and your capabilities, increase and increase and increase. But we need repetition. We need repetition in order for you to be able to go through those cycles very fast. That's why the scalability is so important, why the systems are so important. The moment that we started really investing in our own business, back in the day in team, in training, in systems, in CRM, in technology, we were able to scale. Our business just had incredibly explosive growth the moment that we did that.
Absolutely. And Kiona, the thing is, she wants to ask what else is there. We only have 2 programs. We have the Maximizer program, and we have coaching. That's it, right? So there's no upsells or anything like that. You choose which one is the right one for you, and you go from there, and that's it. So, okay? So just wanted to mention that. So again, guys, so while we're here, these are our last words probably, then we will call it a day. While the rest of the world is distracted and doing nothing or commenting on Facebook that they're bored at home, our Land Profit Maximizer clients right now that are in training right now are doing 6-figure leaps and bounds in their business, right? So you want to decide right now, right here, and right now for yourself, right? You want to build that life of yours that has has all the abundance, and you want to do that without competition, without doing it from home, without 100% virtually, without all the hassles of houses and so on. So which group do you want to ultimately belong to? Will you want to belong to the group that says, I'm bored at home and I don't know what to do with myself, running around like crazy, not doing to do with life? Or you want to be somebody that says like, oh, everyone is home. Right now is a good time to launch my program and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? This is a super high touch, high super accessibility program. There's 10 of us on this program.
Who gives you access, full access?
Yeah,
you know,
we
in
give
other
you
programs.
full access. There's 10 of us here, all 100% committed to your success in the group right now, right? Ready to help you get started. And we'll surround you. The next, again, the two next Maximizer classes are April 13th and the 14th, April 27th and the 8th. We can, if none of them work, still you can come on board. We can get you, there's a couple more options.
Yeah,
We're planning to potentially one in May, but if you don't come on board here, you'll have to pay more, right? So again, it's the trifecta of land success. So put in the words, I am in, and then we're going to call it out for the day. Thank you very much. Michelle, do you have any kind of closing words?
I just wanted to say that I'm excited, guys. I want to thank a lot of you guys that already took the leap. We are, you know, here with open arms waiting for you guys, and thank you for your trust. Thank you, you know, if you were brought here by a friend, thank you for trusting that friend, you know, because I know a few of you may have been, you know, brought here by a friend that said, come on, check it out, you know, and so thank you so much for your support, for your trust, and we're excited to do session, there's a bonus session today at 5 p.m. where we are talking about actually second, third, or even, you know, fourth sets of offers, because we want to, right now that you're going to have the Land Profit Maximizer package, you'll be able to keep track of all of your mailings, keep track of all of your offer campaigns in a way, and you'll be able to harvest and increase your acceptance offer rates basically by doing second offers, third offers, fourth offers, and all of that. It'll be very easily possible for you guys because you're going to have it all inside of the system. And it's basically, it's a simplification to multiply, you know, to have the Land Profit Maximizer. So because I'm assuming you will have, you know, you have the Land Profit Maximizer now, in session 5, in the session that we're going to have at 5 p.m. today, the bonus session, we talk about second offers, third offers, and fourth offers so that we can really increase and push up the acceptance rates and really harvest an entire area once you find it.
And then tomorrow we talk about selling, so make sure you're there too.
Yeah, tomorrow we talk about bringing the money home, because this is all great and fun, you know, if you put a property under contract, but if you are unable to sell it, you know, that's what's going to make money in the bank.
Right, exactly. So, and again, but if you want the 2 sessions with me, you still got to put in I'm in right now and get on board very, very quickly. All right. With that said, thank you very much.
Take care, guys.
Right,
we will both see you at 5 p.m. today, okay?
5 p.m. Pacific.
Bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye.